Hello, and welcome to Shitfaced Shitfics, where the fics get shittier every single week. Today, your readers will be Raph.
Buy some apples.
Enigma.
I've learned things today.
Flam.
Let's make Groovy a speaker.
No. And Milk.
Apple.
And today we're going to be reading some interesting stories. The first story of which I'm really pleased to say is very famous. And it's famous in the My Little Pony community. It's famous because it's fucking awful. It is very, very violent. It's very gross. It's very gory. And it's really out of character. And it was so strange and weird and bad that it was taken off of FimFiction. You cannot find it there anymore. But lucky us, I happen to have a copy.
Wait, was it actually pushed off of FimFiction? Did the author take it down?
I don't know the details. I know that there was a post about it on Equestria Daily that was removed. Like, it is no longer on Equestria Daily. You can't find it there. Yeah, right? And that's pretty ridiculous. And we have a copy. And for those who don't know what Cupcakes is, just get ready. It's gonna get violent. It's gonna get gory. Now is your chance to turn back. If you are watching along with us, you can read on the screen, and anytime we lose our shit and cannot continue for a moment, you take a drink. Please do not drink irresponsibly. Make sure you don't go to the hospital. We've only had that happen twice, I think, so none of that, no more.
Wait,
Thanks.
Twice?
Yeah, I think we've had it happen officially twice.
I only remember that one. Oh, God.
I know, right? So, reading the parts for this lovely fine evening, we will have, I will be narrating. Pinky will be played by Flam and Pfeffer.
Hi! I'm Pinkie Pie, and I can't do a fucking Pinky voice at all!
This is why we're doing this. This is why this is important. Sorry, I just lost my shit for a moment. Rainbow Dash will be played by Enigma.
It's all about them games.
Silver Spoon will be played by Milk.
Hello, I am Silver Spoon.
And Apple Bloom will be played by Rav.
Buy some apples.
So, does anyone have any final words before we start on this legend?
Yes, I just can't wait. This is going to be a cross between the Billy Mays and Pinky is all I'm going to say, because that's the best way I can do it.
Oh no!
I still can't wait for that to come out on YouTube, by the way.
What?
My name is Pinkie Pie!
Oh no! That's what we're
I wanted
doing?
Pinkie Pie. What you gave me right there was disgusting, Diane.
No.
Hi, girls, it's your girl, disgusting Diane.
No, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have my Jack and Coke. Mm-mm.
Hey, folks.
I know.
4,000 words, holy fuck!
Yes, it is a long story. We are starting with it. That is why. Here we fucking go. Are you ready? Milk, are you ready?
If I say no, can I leave now?
No, we need you. You're streaming.
Can I have my niece read for me while I go do other stuff?
No, absolutely not. God, okay, here we go. Cupcakes by Sergeant Sprinkles, the world's greatest party clown. The air was warm, the sun was shining, and all of Ponyville was having a glorious day. The town square was bustling and crowded. Busy ponies were making their busy way through the streets. All of the pony folk seemed to have somewhere to be. All except Rainbow Dash.
Swag.
Oh no. Her place was in the sky. She freely tore through the air, speeding one way and the next. She buzzed the treetops and raced the wind. The Pegasus swooped over a schoolyard, much to the delight of the children. Climbing several hundred feet, she dove, going as fast as she could. Seconds before hitting the ground, her wings flew open and she took off back towards the clear blue. Rainbow felt alive.
Lol.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen.
I would sure hate to get cupcakes right now.
Anyway. Then she remembered that she had somewhere to be. She was supposed to meet with Pinkie Pie in 5 minutes. She'd gotten so caught up in her exercises that she nearly forgot. Pinkie had asked Dash to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner at 3. She didn't say why or what they were doing, but Dash knew that with Pinkie it could be anything. She wasn't sure if she really wanted to go, though. She was so engaged in her stunts, and she thought about blowing Pinkie off to continue flying. But Dash's conscience got the better of her. She knew that it would hurt Pinkie's feelings after all, and said it was going to be something special, just for the two of them. She considered it, and thought,
Why not? I hope it's butt stuff.
what did she have to lose? Heck, it might be more pranking. Pinkie might have found a bunch more fun stuff to pull on folks. They'd so much fun the last time. Well, that's a spelling error. They had so much fun the last time. Dash kicked it into overdrive, mostly to make for lost time, and sped to her appointment. When she walked into the store, she was immediately greeted with her host bouncing in excitement.
Yeah, you're finally here! You're here! I've been waiting all day!
I loved it so much! No,
Flam.
I loved it!
Flam, that made me want to get a vasectomy.
I love everything about this. This is a good day. Oh.
Flam and Pink is now a thing.
Flam and Pinkie, God.
Flam and pie. Flam and pie.
Flam and pie, yes, flam and pie.
Oh, God.
Okay.
My throat's gonna hate me by the end of this. I can feel it.
And then you gotta do Optimus Prime later.
Oh, God, no! All right, let's go.
Said the jumping pony.
Sorry if I'm a little late, slut. I was doing my afternoon exercise, lost track of time like a baller.
Please don't add everything, for fuck's sake. Please just read this story, you bitch.
Where does
Dash.
it say that, pencil?
Dash apologized. Pinkie giggled and responded, her tone gleefully reassuring.
Oh, that's okay! You're here now! What's a few more minutes? I've been so excited thinking about all the fun stuff we're gonna do! I haven't stopped bouncing since I woke up! I almost forgot to breathe, I've been so happy!
The fact that it echoes around you in the room. The voice is echoing around.
I can't breathe. Oh my god. Okay, this is. Take your time to like breathe between lines.
Oh God, I hope my neighbors don't hate me.
Okay. Dash gave her a slightly uncomfortable laugh. She always appreciated Pinkie's friendly, outgoing way of life, but her overabundant enthusiasm almost creeped her out. Dash was polite, however. She is? Okay. If Pinkie was got this worked up, then it must be good. No, I'm going to try this again. Here we go. If Pinkie got this worked up, then I can't read it as it's written. Holy shit.
Call up ambulance.
I know. If Pinkie got this worked up, then it must good whatever it was.
So, you ready to get started right now, Dash? I got everything already!
That makes my scrotum shrivel up inside itself.
The pink one said, Dash psyched herself up.
You betcha, Pinkie. What you got planned? We gotta prank somebody? I got a couple of good ones I've been thinking about, or maybe just some stunts you think I should try, or maybe...
Making cupcakes!
Pinkie happily announced.
Baking?
Dash was disappointed.
Pinkie, you know I'm not good baking. Remember the last time?
Oh, that's not a problem at all. I only need your help making them. I'll be doing most of the work!
Pinkie explained. Dash thought for about it. Okay, as an aside, I was trying to make the theme for these next stories spelling errors, and I was afraid this one wouldn't fit in. I was wrong. It does.
I feel like every time we hit a spelling error, like one of my brain cells gets bumped off by the speed bump.
Right? Okay. Dash thought for about it for a second and replied,
Well, alright, I guess that's okay. What exactly do you need me to do?
That's the spirit! Here you go.
Pinkie handed Dash a cupcake. Dash was puzzled.
I thought I was helping you bake.
You will be. I made this one just for you before I got here.
So, is this like taste testing or something?
Sort of.
Pinky said. Dash shrugged and popped the pastry in her mouth. She chewed a bit and swallowed. Not bad.
Okay, now what?
No!
Pinky informed.
You take a nap.
Upon hearing that, Dash felt lightheaded. Her world spun. Seconds later, she dropped to the floor. Oh, it begins. When Dash regained consciousness, she found herself in a dark room. She tried to shake her head, but found that the taut leather strap kept it firmly in place. She struggled to move, but the braces around her chest and limbs glued her to the upright planks. Her legs were spread wide apart. The only part of her not tied down were her wings, as the frame was backless. As she writhed, Pinky jumped into her line of sight.
Goody, you're awake! Now we can get started!
She gleefully stated. She was pushing a cart covered with a cloth.
Pinky, what's going on? I can't move.
Dash said in a worry.
Well, duh, you're tied down!
Pinky chided.
That's why you can't move! I didn't think you needed to be told that! Needed to told that!
Pinky, poor Kay. What's happening? I thought you said I was gonna make cupcakes.
You are helping! You see, I ran out of special ingredient and I needed to...
Special ingredient?
Dash was now breathing heavily and starting to panic.
What special ingredient?
Pinky giggled and responded.
You silly.
I did not like that. I did not like that.
This is actually perfect for how fucking creepy this is. This is great. Dash's eyes widened. Her face contorted in fear. Then she started to laugh.
Woo! Got me! Oh,
No,
that's fucking
whoa.
Dash.
You were just ready.
I was.
Let me just start with the Ric Flair right here. Woo! Really got me there, Pinkie Pie. I mean, tricking me into thinking I'm gonna be made into a cupcake. I gotta tell you, this is the best prank yet. You win. You're the best.
Sorry. Pinky giggled even more.
Oh, thanks, Dash. But I haven't done pranks today, so I can't accept your praise.
Dash was struggling again.
Pinky, come on. This isn't funny.
Then why were you laughing?
Pinky grabbed the cloth and whipped it off the cart. The top of the tray contained various sharp medical tools and knives, carefully organized and ready. There was a medicine bag and several other objects next to them. Dash was now in full panic mode. She was starting to hyperventilate. Her mind was racing, and she tried to reason with the pink pony.
You can't do this, Pinky. I'm your friend.
Okay, hold on. What voice are you doing for Dash? I need to know. Is she Hey Tony?
It's just a boppity boopy.
You can't do this to me, Pinky. I'm your Michi.
Look how they massacred my Dash!
Look how they remastered my Mass Effect. Come on.
I know you are. That's why I'm so happy that I got you here. We get to share in your last moments there. Just you and me.
I love this. She was skipping again.
But the other ponies will wonder where I am when the cloud pile think they'll come looking for me, and then you'll get found out.
Dash was desperate.
Dash.
Pinky said,
Don't worry. There are plenty of Pegasus to take care of a few clouds. And besides, no one will find out. I mean, how long do you think I've been doing this?
and with that, the light suddenly came to life and showcased the rest of the room.
Oh God, no.
Dash reeled in horror at the image presented to her. The room was decorated with a typical but twisted Pinkie Pie flair. Colorful streamers of dried entrails danced around the ceiling. Brightly painted skulls of all sizes were stuck on the walls, and organs done up in pastels filled with helium tied to the backs of chairs. The tables and chairs were made of bones and flesh of past ponies. Dash cringed at the centerpiece on the table nearest to her. The heads of 4 foals, their eyes closed like they were sleeping, wearing party hats made from their own skin. She recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate. Her eyes darted back and forth, and then gazed up at the patchwork banner hanging from the rafters, made from several pony hides. The words, "Life is a party," were scrawled in red. Dash's attention was stolen by a party horn unfurling and tickling her nose. She saw Pinkie Pie standing in front of her. The party pony was wearing a dress quilted from cutie marks. On her back fluttered 6 Pegasus wings, all in different colors. She skipped in excitement. Her necklace of unicorn horns loudly clacked together.
Like it?
She asked.
I made it myself.
Dash pleaded.
Pinkie, please, I'm sorry if I did anything to you. I didn't mean it. I'm on my knees. Please, please let me go. I promise I won't tell anybody.
Oh, Dash, you didn't do anything. It's just that your number came up and, well, I don't make the rules. Can't tell that now?
I just like it. It's not I don't make the rules. It's I don't make rules.
I don't make rules.
Rainbow Dash was tearing up. How could this be happening?
Aw, don't be sad, Dash.
Pinkie said.
Look, this'll cheer you up. I brought you a friend.
Out of seemingly nowhere, Pinkie displayed a blue and yellow painted skull. It was about pony-sized, but it had a very defining feature, a beak. Dash was freaking out.
Is that...
Hey, Dash, let's hang out together. These ponies are lamos. Dweebs.
Pinkie mimicked.
I caught her right before she left town. Remember when I left the party for about 20 minutes? That wasn't enough time to play with her, of course. I had to wait till after the party to do that.
Everybody kicked back. This is a monologue.
Oh. Boy, am I glad I did. It was worth it. For the flavor alone. Griffins taste like 2 animals at once. It's amazing. I know she didn't count a number like the ponies ever was in Ponyville. But when else gonna get another chance to try a Griffin?
I fucked that one up probably, but oh well.
In hindsight, I probably should have asked where she came from so I can get more. But I forgot. I'll tell you what, though. She was quite the fighter. Lasted a long time, which was fun for me. I got the chance to play with someone other than a pony and try new things. It's too bad. She had such a potty mouth. She said so much bad stuff. I had to take her tongue out. You know, bad language makes for
Bad feelings, Dash.
Flam, I want you to go outside and check the front of your door. There might be an eviction notice now.
It's actually quite quiet out here.
Dash
Yeah.
didn't have anything to say. She just sobbed and writhed.
Well,
Pinkie said, putting down the skull.
that's enough reminiscing. It's time to begin.
She picked up a scalpel and walked over to Dash's right flank. Without any flair, she placed the blade an inch above her cutie mark and started a circular cut around it. Her lungs working overtime, Dash shouted in pain and tried desperately to pull away, but the braces held her still. Finishing the incision, Pinkie grabbed the curved skinning knife from the tray. She worked it under the skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Pinkie ground her teeth as she tearfully watched as her flesh came off. Pinkie then moved to the other side and completed the other flank. Once she was done, Pinkie held up both cutie marks in front of her friend and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash just whimpered. Her thighs burned.
This is your judgment day.
Placing the skin down, Pinkie selected the large butcher knife and walked behind Rainbow Dash.
Hope you don't mind. I think I'm gonna win it now.
Pinkie laughed. Thank you for delivering it that way. She grabbed the left one and played with it for a second. Then, stretching the wing out, She brought the blade down at the base. Instantly, Dash screamed and thrashed her appendage. The movement threw off Pinky's aim.
Oh,
She tried
that's
to
smart.
She tried to hit the mark again, but missed wide and put a huge slice in Rainbow's back.
Dash! You gotta stay still or I'll keep missing!
Oh my fucking Christ.
You wanted this.
I know. She took another whack and hit the target. She swung again and again, blood spraying into the air, but realized she wasn't getting anywhere. The blade just wasn't going through the bone.
Guess I forgot to sharpen it. I'll try something else.
Yay? Question mark?
She stated as she tossed the knife over her shoulder. Okay, that is embedding itself in the table. The crying Rainbow Dash heard the sound of a metal box opening and closing.
Got it! See, Dash? Why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with a knife. This is a saw. I don't get it.
Oh my god. Okay. Pinky placed the tool over the last attempt. It effortlessly sailed through the bone and skin. The playful feeling of the teeth biting into her made Dash want to vomit. She watched helplessly as her wing flew over her head to land with a fluff on the table. Pinky moved the next and started sawing. Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight and just cried. Then the song abruptly paused. Pinky was only halfway done, the wing hanging on by only a sliver.
Hey, Dash!
She piped up.
Be fast!
Suddenly she yanked the wing as hard as she could. As hard as sure could. The bone snapped, but the skin held tight. The pull ripped a long strip flesh down Rainbow's back to her rump. The unexpected trauma caused her body seize. She felt the warm release between her legs as her pelvis tensed up. Dash's loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath, she blacked out. She woke with a gasp. The stench of urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. She saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie removing the adrenaline needle from her chest. Stomping her hooves, the frustrated Pinkie Pie lashed out.
Didn't anybody teach you any manners? It's very rude to fall asleep when somebody invites you over to spend time with them. How would you like it? I would like if I came to your house and went to sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dash, you're boring. I think I'll take a nap.
You think I always like doing this by myself? I told you how excited I got when I found you were next. I was excited to have you, a friend, be here with me while I worked. But now, you gotta be inconsiderate.
You know, I thought you were tough. I thought you could handle anything. I've had foes stand up better than you.
Do I have to bury you? Huh? So you want me to bury you as a baby?
I can't tell if this is like Madam Curly or the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Like, this is definitely a villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like, no doubt. She stopped to catch her breath. Dash blinked and softly cried. Her back was on fire. Pinky then popped something red into her mouth and began to chew. She noticed Dash was staring at her.
What?
She asked,
Oh, this?
holding up another piece.
Wow. Well, while you were asleep, I got a little impatient and helped myself a sample. I got it from your leg. You're not bad. Want to try some?
Without waiting for a response, she shoved a strip of meat into the revolted Rainbow Dash's mouth. She immediately spit it out. Pinky picked it up.
If you didn't want it, you could have said no.
She then ate the discarded snotty morsel.
It's not like you haven't had it before.
Swallowing, she turned her attention to the small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing that it was filled with burning coals. Sitting on top of the fire were several large nails. Dash began to panic again. Pinky picked up the can and walked over to Dash's left, carefully picking up a nail and grabbing a hammer. She positioned the spike at the seam between her leg and her hoof.
No, Pinky, Tascate. No.
Dash screamed.
No.
The hammer came down, and the nail punctured under the skin. The white-hot burning was too much. Dash pulled and thrashed at the brace. Her skin rubbed and tore. Pinky tried to line up another one, but she couldn't find her aim. She let out a frustrated grunt. When she pulled the hammer back to take a wild swing, Dash burst out crying and begging.
Please stop. Please stop. Please.
Pinky rolled her eyes, putting hammer back down. She walked back in front of her friend. She stared pensively at the broken Pegasus. Gilda didn't even cry this much when she stuck that live parasite down her throat. Pinky thought for a minute about what to do next. Then there was a sudden spark in her imagination. She grabbed the gear wheel on the rack and laid Rainbow Dash on her back. She moved to Dash's hind legs, bringing the can with her. Pinky picked up the hammer again and drove a searing piece of metal into the bottom of Dash's hoof. Dash screamed again. Pinky put one into the other hoof. As she located the small generator on the tray, tying the copper wires to the nails, she gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch. Electricity rocketed through Dash's body. The blue pony reacted immediately. Body seized, muscles struck taut, her hips thrust up skyward, and her eyes rolled back. She let out a deep, throat-shredding cry. Pinky giggled and danced in place. She turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably. Her bladder emptied once more.
Her bladdy.
After about 5 minutes, Pinky shut off the power. The area smelled lightly of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. She put Dash upright again and tried to snap the delirious and drooling pony back to attention.
Dash! Wake up!
Rainbow Dash managed to give her a modicum of weak acknowledgement. Pinky reached into the medicine bag and produced a large syringe.
All right! Time for the last round!
Dash looked at the needle, and Pinky took that as a question as to what it was.
Something to take the pain away,
she informed as she walked around to Dash's ruined backside. Wow, what did she do when Dash was unconscious? She stuck the needle into the lower part of her spine. Dash flinched. Coming to the front again, she told her friend.
In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your ribcage. Then you'll be able to stay awake to watch the harvest.
Dash started to cry again.
Pinky?
She trembled out.
Yes.
I'd like to go home.
Dash openly sobbed.
Yeah, I could see about wanting to do that.
The party pony replied.
Sometimes I just want to give up and say, I'm done with this mess and go to bed. But you know what? You can't shrug off your responsibilities. You gotta pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on. That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life.
Dash cried. Minutes passed as the drug took effect. Dash was numb from her chest to her flanks. Aware of this, Pinky approached her with a scalpel. With only a smiling glance to Dash, she made a long cut across her pelvis, maybe an inch above her crotch. Moving up her body, she drew a similar incision under her ribs. One final cut made down her stomach, connecting the first two.
Looks like I got my eye on you, Dash!
I don't get the pun.
She drew a giant capital letter I on her abdomen. There you go. With a moist, gooey sound, the new door flapped open. The sight... Oh, no, stop that. The sight of her own organs and the lack of feeling caused Dash's breathing to intensify. Pinky sliced open the abdominal sac and grabbed the large intestines. Separating it from the rest of the digestive tract and pulling them away from the forming cavity, Pinky was getting jovial and starting making jokes. Dash, growing weaker from the new source of blood loss, tried to shut out the comedy act. Pinky was laughing.
Look at me, I'm rarity.
She said, slinging the tube around her neck and spreading blood in all directions.
Isn't my new scarf so pretty?
We got some flarity in here too, somehow magically. Wonderful. Reaching back, she cut the smaller intestine off the bowels. Squeezing out the excess excrement, Pinkie Pie filed it through her teeth and dragged it back and forth.
Dentist say you gotta floss every day, Dash.
Rainbow Dash was barely aware of what was going on anymore. The shock was causing her to fade. Pinkie got disappointed. Diving back into the guts, she ramped up her routine.
Don't go yet, Dash.
She started pulling out the rest of the organs, stopping at each one.
I know I can be a real pancreas.
What, did I fuck that up?
I think it's pancreas.
She's trying to make a pun off of it.
No, it's Panaceus.
Panaceus, okay, so I am just rarded.
Yeah.
I am rarded, okay.
I know I can be a real pancreas, but you know I'm just kidding with you. You really gotta learn to liver it up. Boy, these jokes are getting blighter. I guess you gotta develop a stomach, friend.
She placed the discarded body parts into a bucket, keeping the last one for a bit longer.
Oh, bagpipes.
She said, placing the tube in her mouth and the organ in her armpit. A spurt of acid hit her tongue.
Ew.
Oh, hey, here's your cupcake, Dash.
Dash didn't hear her. She had slipped from consciousness minutes ago. Pinkie, not satisfied yet, hit her with another adrenaline shot. Dash woke up for the last time, her heart jumping. Her blood flowed out faster. It would not be long now. Pinkie put Dash on her back. Pinkie put Dash on her down her back and straddled her chest, scalpel at the ready.
You know, Rainbow Dash, I'm disappointed. I thought you would have lasted longer. I really wanted to spend more time with you before we got here, but I guess it's my fault. I should have taken it a little slower. Oh well! It was nice knowing you, Dash!
The blade sunk into the blue one's throat and worked its way up her chin. Coming back down, it circled around her neck. The last thing Dash felt was her skin being cut away from her skull, the metal scraping her teeth. Then she was gone. Pinkie Pie stared into the mirror. She did a really good job, even keeping the eyelids. She winked. Dash winked back. Pinkie smiled. But still, she was sad that her friend was now gone. It only lasted 50 minutes, not nearly as long as she wanted. She looked back at the cadaver hanging there in the center of the room, the last of its fluid draining into the pan. Yep, no more Rainbow Dash. Then Pinkie cocked her head. She was starting to take notice of the fact that there really wasn't that much damage.
Fact!
She began to think.
I think.
An idea exploded in her head. She was good at sewing, and she had all the pieces. All she had to do was put her back together. Yeah, just get some stuffing and bingo, she'd have Rainbow Dash forever. In fact, that's what she'd do for all her friends when their numbers came up. She was so excited she skipped over to the body with the Skinner to get started. Cupcakes can wait. Pinkie had a friend to make. And I'll tell you what. Hey, Enigma, could you please be Silver Spoon?
Always wanted to be a rich child.
Excellent. Silver Spoon suddenly woke up. She was on her back and couldn't move. She couldn't see. Where was she? Freaking out, she was just about to scream when the pony from the bakery appeared in front of her.
Hi.
She giggled.
Where am I? What's going on?
The frightened little foal asked.
Oh, well, you see.
Your number came up and I gotta make cupcakes.
Pinkie explained.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
darling. I wouldn't worry it if I was you. It'll be over soon.
She approached the girl, scalpel at the ready, when a small voice called out from behind.
Is that me?
Yep.
Miss Pinky, what are you doing?
She paused and turned to look at Apple Bloom. The yellow baby pony walked up to her with an angry look on her face. Silver Spoon started to feel relieved.
I can't believe you're doing this.
She pouted.
You said this was one. You said this one was gonna be mine.
Pinky apologized.
All right.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say there's no.
No,
ending.
you're right. There is no ending quote. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. You deliver that line again. You were right.
Fuck. All right. You said this one was gonna be mine. Pinky apologized.
Oops! Sorry about that! Guess I forgot!
Here you go.
She handed the blade over. Apple Bloom climbed up on the table and stood over her prey. Silver Spoon tried to struggle. She stared in fear at Apple Bloom and her apron, the pink pony with the shiny tiara on it. The Silver Spoon started to cry. Apple Bloom grinned and opened her mouth.
Hey, Silver Spoon. Guess who gonna be a blank flank?
You know, when I imagine
I
Apple
forgot
Bloom,
about that. I forgot about that quote unquote twist too.
Yeah,
when I imagine Apple Bloom with the scalpel in her mouth, all I can think of is the caption "Peace was never an option."
Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine the art people made of this.
So
I've never actually seen it.
This is the famous story. This is the big one. This is the famous story. What do we think, having read it?
I mean, I'll be honest, reading it is far less intense than watching the animations I've seen.
Yeah.
What kind
Yeah,
of people
like-
made animations?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've never
Okay,
let me.
if you go on YouTube,
No.
Yeah.
there are two versions. There is the SFM animation, which is so much easier to watch, and then there's the 2D animated one, which is so much worse.
So they're very well done, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, that honestly, I think we're desensitized.
Mm.
Like, because we've read worse. We absolutely have. So, like, this didn't hit me that bad. I mean, I've written stuff this bad. So.
I can write stuff this bad, I just don't bother to.
I'm pretty
Just
sure
for-
I've written at least a war story this bad. At least.
Just for Flav's amusement, how about we play this 3-minute video?
You know what?
No.
Yeah, like, I'm fine with watching Cupcakes HD before we start our next story. But, you know, that's been this story. So, what awful thing we'll read next time? Stay tuned to find out.